This is, yeah, look like Chuck Schumer here with the glasses thing down here. Though I'm not quite as long in the tooth as Chuck. And I'm more of a conservative situation, a reactionary situation. Although I am a registered Democrat, believe it or not. Fat Dottie many years ago registered me. I told her I wanted to be a Marine and I was Republican. She told me to shut the hell up, and she didn't use the word hell, and register. And ever since I've been too lazy to change parties. And I like to be an undercover conservative. Anyway, here we go. Upstate prison takeover done. Apparently, they had a prison riot. And the prisoners, what were they whining about? A racial institute, gang war, the bulls was coming down on too hard of them. No. What they were whining about is that they went and didn't have access to the cell phones, which is very frightening because it means that basically your criminals, your prisoners have the violent tendencies of high school kids. Now I don't know. Cell phone used to didn't they have that situation where they got access to a phone once a day or every once a week and mommy daddy and that kind of stuff and family and wife and whatever. Now they got cell phones like high school kids. And no, that doesn't seem like a rough prison to me. I don't have access to a cell phone half the time. I don't know how to work damn things. Uh, uh, let's just say. Stroke risk for the pill? Now, this is interesting. Women apparently get strokes and bad hearts from taking the pill for contraception. What does this mean? Why is this? And does this mean we have to use the condoms, the American man? Because the pill is not an option anymore? Well, maybe it's a message from God. Hey, have a baby. Use the pill is bad because it makes you infertile for a little while and you don't have the babies, and that's your job. I don't know. God may be a pretty conservative guy. Tristan, what's going on here? Ah, Pete Hensting, the handsome devil. He's telling the Europeans basically you got to pay for your own bills for the security of Europe. That we can't foot the bill all the time and pay the lion's share of the blood. So we're in their insurance, and that's why, they have a lot of social programs because they can afford them because we're picking up the slack of defending the countries from the various risky situations that can be potentially because the Russians, when they if they feel they're strong enough and you're weak enough. That's the modus operandi is, whether under the Soviets or whether they're under the Tsars. Uh, let's say real life Jonah of Chile. A guy was, Jonah, you're biblical, don't you know? That the Jonah was swallowed by a whale and survived. And he lived there for a while. Well, this guy didn't quite do that, but he was swallowed by a whale and he lived to tell the tale. Yeah, all right, right. He was swallowed. The whale obviously didn't think he tasted that good and spit him out. And he was okay. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ah, India enough shooting thwarted. Apparently, we have a new generation of psycho ladies. This woman, this girl, basically it was crazy. Wanted to shoot up a school. Had a whole bunch of pictures of people who had shot up schools, of teenagers and the whatnot. And very troubled girl, but pretty. It's not like she was like this ugly duckling who was abused and neglected entirely. She was just plain crazy. So clue to early deaths. Now this is interesting. If you lose your taste for sugar or sour food, that makes your taste buds are losing the ability to taste it. You apparently die earlier. Because maybe without sugar and tasty sour things, life ain't gonna do it. I don't know. I mean, I do know because I'm on a low sugar, diet, but not sour stuff. But no, yeah, because I'm dieting. Now, this is very dangerous. And I think I have a sociological explanation for it. Apparently, women, when they lose weight, become less frisky. They less promiscuous, less sexy maniacs. Why is this? And they showed a picture of this woman, a voluptuous woman looking good. And in the poster, she looked like a real hottie when she lost like 50 pounds, somewhere in that direction. Now, the thing is here, when a woman is not, a little overweight and not in her proper fighting weight, she may get a little desperate. She can't have sex whenever she wants. So but a beautiful woman can have sex whenever she wants. And they say, well, what's the difference? They're both not. It's the difference between dieting and starving. When you can have the option of doing it, you get a little more mellow about it, a little more picky. So as these women lose weight, they have less sex in terms of many parts because they're less horny, because they're not desperate. See, all men are desperate because we're not that attractive people. Only you got your exception to the word. Your Johnny Depp's, your young Johnny Depp, of course, before the abuse, self-abuse. The Brad Pitt, but the pretty boys, but generally speaking, we all look, the men's, we look like, we're not doing the upkeep. You know what I'm saying? We're not, we look like, when the beard come on, you look like it's Quest for Fire. It's an old movie. I'm dating myself where the cavemen were running about the countryside. Anyway, this was a short comedy vignette. I I got to examine my old paper, what I took from the newspaper, the Post. It's actually stories from the Post, tales from the Post, like Tales from the Crypt. That's another old movie I'm dating myself with. Now, here we go. Well, I might finish this up this week before this big fight starts today. So, you know. Anyway, well, bye, friends. I need a shave. I need a shave.